Hey guys, Andy Gobble from Andy Gobble Fishing. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Just out in the garage doing a few things in the boat. Thought I'd show you some of the things I like to do with spinner baits. You know, the big craze now, a lot of these guys are talking about hand-tied skirts and things like that. We've been doing this for years. Let me show you what I mean and how I tie some spinnerbait skirts on, and also do it with some of my jigs too. Stay tuned here and let me show you how I'm doing this. As you can see, I have two spinnerbaits here. One with no skirt on it, and one with a hand-tied skirt on it. This is an old living rubber style skirt. How I make these is I have a lot of old skirts, you know, some of the old push-on skirts, but I do something just a little bit different with it. First thing I do to it is I start peeling the skirt apart. So you can see here that I'm taking the skirt apart. In this particular one here, I've taken the white off of it. So I just lay it to the side and make sure I get my pliers. Of course, I use just regular copper wire on mine. There's no sense in throwing these spinnerbaits away when you have skirts and you buy new skirts and a lot of stuff. I have, you know, a lot of old style skirts that I still use. You can see I have some of them hand tied on. I have some of the regular silicone skirts with them. As you can see, I carry a lot of blades with me, different kind of blades. I carry, you know, swivels, clevises, and beads. Anytime a spinnerbait gets too wore out or it's tearing up, I just cut it apart and just save all the old things. That way I can fix different new spinnerbaits if I need to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a little bit of my copper wire out. Just take my pliers and just cut it off and lay it down. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just wrap this around. You can see I'm just going to take this and I'm going to just start wrapping it around my spinnerbait. Just make it fairly tight if you can. Just continue to wrap it around. Now I have my skirt placed basically where I want it. So then all I do is I just take my my wire, got it on here, and I just wrap it around. I like to do a couple wraps. Let's see if we can get it on there. Sometimes it gets a little picky. There we go. I'm having a little trouble here today. Let's get that a little tighter if we can. There we go. I'm telling you, on these old spinnerbaits and things like that, there's nothing breathes like the old living rubber does. It really flares out good when you know, on a stop and go retrieve. So I take my wire here, go around it twice. Back around to it, and then make I like to make mine kind of uniform if I can. Don't have to look that pretty, but I kind of like it. That's just kind of me. I kind of try to get it as even as I can. Now I just take my pliers, just pull it tight, and start twisting. As you can see, my skirt's starting to flare really well. Now get her all tightened up there as tight as I can. Just cut my excess off, lay it down, fold my end back over, and there you go. Now you have a nice, this is just a white spinnerbait, single Colorado, 3/8 ounce. This is, I think, an old hog collar spinnerbait that I've had for years. Yep. And now I got me a nice flared out skirt. As you can see, with the living rubber, they breathe a whole lot better than the old silicone does. Now I'm back to ready to go fishing. Like I say, I carry a bunch of different skirts with me. I carry some of the regular silicone ones. I carry a lot of these old style. I make white chartreuse, blue, white chartreuse. Here's one of my favorite spinner baits, especially when I'm fishing on the rivers. It's a little bit of a smaller profile spinner bait. It's chartreuse, blue and white. It's got happened to put this one together. It's got a little Colorado and a 4.5 Indiana blade. As you can see, this has good swivels on it, and a good blade, a good hand-tied skirt, plenty of room for trailers on there if I need to add a trailer to it. Like I say, sometimes on the river systems here, I like to use a little smaller frame spinnerbait than I do the great big ones, but seems to work pretty good. So until next time, good fishing. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much if you'd hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Till next time, guys, take care.